Hi, I'm Lena, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video that I did make before, but it's dire time for an update. And that is 7 book clubs you should follow on YouTube. One of my favorite things of the booktube community is that we read books together. The easiest way to do that, in my opinion, is through book clubs and read-alongs. So I will discuss 7 book clubs and read-alongs that you can follow in 2023. A lot of these book clubs have started way earlier and will hopefully keep on existing in a few years. I did recommend 7 book clubs before, but that was in I think 2021, and a lot of those book clubs are no longer in existence. So we need to discuss some other book clubs. I will start this video with mentioning one book club and one read-along that I am a host of. So of course I gladly invite you to join those two, and then we will discuss 5 other book clubs that I think you will really enjoy. Most of these book clubs have some link to my own reading taste, or I just really enjoy the way these book clubs are hosted, and I think you will have a great time being part of them. So I will discuss, of course, the host, I will discuss the way that you can join it, and I will discuss the kind of books that they have read in the past or that are scheduled to be read in the future. So I hope that this way you can find 1 or 2 or maybe even 3, I don't know how ambitious you are, book clubs that you can join this year. I'm going to start with a book club that I have started with my lovely friends. It is called the Hobbitses book club. This is called the Hobbitses book club because mainly of an inside joke that I don't really remember how it started, but it's probably Lucy from Crescent Pages, who is a big Tolkien fan. Because of our name we started reading together the Fellowship of the Ring, and after that we decided to pick a book bi-monthly that we thought we would all enjoy. So this is hosted by myself, by Lucy from Crescent Pages, by Mary from Mary Among Stories, and by Sarah from Sarah's Perusals. We also host quite a lot of reading sprints together. We are just 4 Hobbit friends who have a great time together. I would consider all of them very close friends at this moment in time, and we pick books based on our personal reading taste. So if you follow any 4 of us, you will get an idea of the kind of books that we read, but we say that we are open to all genres. I do see a bit of a theme within the kind of books that we pick, and that is that a lot of books have quite lyrical literary writing and they are often set in an academic setting. So that will give you a little bit of a vibe. We have decided to pick the next 4 books, so you can see if this speaks to you. We're going to read The Water Dancer, The Lonely Castle in the Mirror, After Sappho, and Invisible Man. Those are our book clubs read for the next 8 months. My favorite so far that we have read is either The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, which was our first book, or The Iliad Crest. I'm not entirely sure, but I really enjoyed this book club. We have a Discord in which people have lovely chats, share editions that they are reading, and share other fun things. We have a general chat, but we also have a chat where you can discuss the book, and we have a live show after we have finished every book. So you can join by joining the Discord, you can join by following our Instagram and watching our live show. So there are 3 ways in which you can engage with this book club. I very gladly invite you to become part of the Hobbitses book club. All the information on all of these book clubs is in the description down below, so you don't really have to search for it yourself. I have done that for you. Number 2 is a read-along that I am hosting all by my lonesome, and this read-along is called Feminism She Wrote. This is about reading classic feminist texts together. This is something that has been on many reading goals lists of mine, but I have a hard time making it happen. I thought I would make it a read-along so that I have something to hold me accountable, although I don't really need the concept of accountability. I do like having a schedule, and it is so fun to discuss these books with all of you because I feel like I always need a wider perspective when I read non-fiction. So this month we are starting with A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf, and I will show you the entire schedule of what we're reading. It is a read-along that goes throughout the entire year of 2023. I will post book reviews of these books. You can watch those and comment in the videos. There's also a Discord in which we can discuss all of our findings when we are reading these books. So you can kind of do it on your own schedule because there aren't any live shows, but you can watch the book reviews whenever you want to. I am not sure which book I am most excited for in this read-along. The book that I am most scared to read is The Second Sex because it's so big, and I have heard people say such interesting things about it that it will be quite an undertaking, but I hope one that is absolutely worth it. So again, I invite you to join Feminism She Wrote. Now I want to discuss the 5 book clubs that I have found here on YouTube that I think you will really love. One of the first ones is also one of the most unique ones, I think, and that is the Comfort Book Club, hosted by Miranda Mills and her mom. Miranda Mills makes such beautiful vlogs, and I really enjoy when she has these little discussions with her mom in her vlogs, and she decided to make the Comfort Book Club, which is just all about books that bring you comfort. A lot of classics as well, but she has also recently read a middle grade. A few recent books that she read with her book club are 450 from Paddington by Agatha Christie, The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street, and Wintering by Catherine May. Focus of this is all comfort. You can join this book club by watching the videos that Miranda uploads together with her mom, where they discuss this book, and they have this lovely concept where you can send in a voice note. She does have a few rules on how to do that and be respectful and everything, but you can find that on her website. There's all the information on the book club as well. But you can send these voice notes and you can tell her what you thought of the book, and I think this is a beautiful and unique way to interact with other readers. This book club reads a book every month, and the video will be uploaded on the last Friday of the month. So if you're looking for a book club that reads comforting books, I would recommend the Comfort Book Club. Another book club that is mainly focused on classics is a very new book club, or it's been kind of rebranded, and that is Game of Thrones. This is hosted by Carolyn Marie Reeds and Emmy. Their concept is to read classics that have a theme or an author in common and compare them. So they pick 2 books, 1 book every month, and they compare them during a live show. They have done that previously with Dickens vs. Tolstoy, and this is kind of their rebranding of that book club. The first 2 books are about war and are A Farewell to Arms and Once There Was War. They have live shows on YouTube where they compare and discuss these books. You can also find a lot of updates on Instagram. I do believe that they have made an entire schedule for this year, so you can know what to expect. It is a monthly book club, and they pick 2 books for every 2 months to compare to each other. Another classics book club, I love that there are so many classics book clubs, is Past It. This is hosted by 3 wonderful friends of the channels Shakespeare and Such, Well Book Garden, and Pages Screen Taylor. They have an Instagram, and in their Instagram bio it says, where we read classics and make memes, which I think sets the tone really well. They love reading classics, but they also just love having fun. Their picks are one of the best ones of this entire list, because I am biased because I've read most of them and absolutely adore them. So we have Orlando by Virginia Woolf, Women, Race and Class by Angela Y. Davis, and they have a book called The Pale Lady. They have made quite a big schedule already that is perfectly viewed on their Instagram, so I will link that down below. They have monthly live shows where they discuss the books that they have read. They have a Twitter and an Instagram, so it's very easy to engage with this book club. One book club that doesn't necessarily read classics, but that I think is just so much fun. I really enjoy watching their live shows. That is the Literary Dad book club, hosted by Books and Lala, and for every live show she invites a few co-hosts to read along with her. The title kind of says it all. It is about thriller, horror and mystery books. A few of their recent reads is House of Horror, Finlay Donovan and You're Invited. This book club is a bit different than the other ones I've discussed genre-wise, but I would highly recommend it if you read this genre to watch those live shows, because it's just really a lot of fun. There's also a Goodreads group in which you can discuss the books and stay up to date. They read 10 books a year, and in between they have a little hiatus, a little break. But if you follow this book club, you will see a lot of your favorite booktubers pop on these live shows, and it's an event every time one of those live shows goes live. And then one book club that I mentioned in the earlier video that is still going strong. Some of them are now my dear friends that I do reading sprints with sometimes, and we have a lot of fun, so clearly their live shows are also a lot of fun. And I still really love that they read so many recent releases, because oftentimes when I see their picks for the month, I feel like, oh, I wanted to read that book. So of course I'm talking about the Tea Leaves Book Club. This is hosted by my lovely friend Mary from Mary Among Stories, Sarah from Sarah the Dreamer, Hilary from Melted Books, and Sophia from Sophia Reads. They read a lot of different genres, but mainly books that have been recently released. This is a lot of contemporary fiction, historical fiction. I think they have read a YA as well recently that everyone really liked, and they read some fantasy too. A few of their recent reads are The Forgotten Garden, Babel, Legends and Lattes, and The Beautiful Ones, which I'm sure are titles that you have heard of. This is a bi-monthly book club, so you have plenty of time to read the books and get your hands on a copy. They have an Instagram on which you can see their schedule, and they do live shows together that are also really comforting and kind and fun. So these are the 7 book clubs that I think you should follow and join on YouTube. I hope that I recommended at least a few book clubs that you are curious to look into. All the information is in the description down below for joining these book clubs. If you would like more recommendations like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in another video. Doei!